Hello students, today we are going to see the 5th chapter from Maths of Standard 6th. The name of the chapter is Decimal Fractions. The topics that we are going to cover in this chapter are: first, decimal fractions, addition and subtraction. Second, showing decimal fractions on the number line. Third, converting a common fraction into decimal fraction. Fourth, converting a decimal fraction into a common fraction. Fifth, multiplication of decimal fractions. Sixth, division of decimal fractions. Students, you have already learnt decimal fraction in standard 5th. So, let's recall it again. What is decimal fraction? A fraction whose denominator is 10 or a multiple of 10 like 100, 1000, etc. is called decimal fraction. For example, 5 upon 10, 72 upon 100, 638 upon 1000. These fractions are written in numerator and denominator form. Now, decimal point. A decimal point is a point or dot used to separate the whole part of a number from the fractional part of a number. For example, in the number 56.9, the point separates the 56 from the 9. Here the 56 is the whole number part and 9 is the fractional part. Place value. The number on the left hand side of a decimal point are read as ones or units, tens, hundred and thousand. And the number on the right hand side of a decimal point are read as tenths, hundredths, thousandths. Let us see the example. 4378.025. Here 4378 is the whole number part and 025 is the fractional part. So now let's see the place value of these digits. 4 is in the thousands place, so the place value of 4 is 4000. 3 is in a hundreds place, so the place value of 3 is 300. 7 in tens place, so 70. 8 in ones place, so 8. 0 in tenths place, so 0 upon 10 equals to 0. 2 in hundredths place, so 2 upon 100 equals to 0.02. 5 in thousandths place, so 5 upon 1000 equals to 0.005. Decimal fraction, addition and subtraction. While solving problems with the units, rupees and paise, meters and centimeters, we have expressed fractions up to 2 decimal places. For example, 100 paise is equals to 1 rupee. 1 paisa is equals to 1 upon 100 rupee equals to 0.01 rupee. Here we have expressed the fractions up to 2 decimal places. Same way with meters and centimeters. 100 centimeter is equals to 1 meter. 1 centimeter is equals to 1 upon 100 meter, which is equals to 0.01 meter. Now, in solving examples with the units kilogram and gram, kilometer, meter, liter and milliliter, we have to express fractions up to 3 decimal places. 1 kg is equals to 1000 gram. Half kg is equals to 500 gram. 3/4 kg is equals to 750 gram. Quarter kg is equals to 250 gram. Let us see the example. Example: Malati bought some items from the general stores. 1.5 kg wheat, 2 kg sugar, 3/4 kg rice and 1/4 kg jowar. What is the total weight of the above items? Solution. First we will solve with unit gram. Students, As we all know, 1 kg is equal to 1000 grams, half kg is equal to 500 grams, 3/4 kg is equal to 750 grams and a quarter kg is equal to 250 grams. So here 1.5 kg wheat means 1500 gram, 2 kg sugar means 2000 gram, 3/4 kg rice means 750 gram and quarter kg jowar means 250 gram. So when we add all this, we get the total weight of 4500 gram. Now we will solve with unit kilogram. We use decimal here. So 1.5 kg wheat means 1.500 kg. 2 kg sugar means 2.000 kg. 3/4 kg rice means 0.750 kg. And a quarter kg jowar means 0.250 kg. So when we add all this, we get the total weight of 4.500 kg. So total weight of 4500 gram can also be written 4500 upon 1000 gram. And we know that 4.500 kg can also be written as 4.5 kg. So here we have expressed the fraction up to 3 decimal places. So answer, the weight purchased by Malati is 4.5 kg. Showing decimal fraction on number line. To show the following numbers on number line, divide every unit of the number line into 10 equal parts. Students, here you can see number line from 0 to 10. Each and every unit of the number is divided into 10 equal parts. So let us show the first number 3.5 on the number line. Students, you can see 3 on the number line. And to show 3.5, we need to count the parts after 3 as 3.1, 3.2, 3.3, 3.4, 3.5. Here the green color arrow shows 3.5. So 3.5 lies between 3 and 4. In this way, you can show the remaining numbers on the number line. Converting a common fraction into decimal fraction. If the denominator of a fraction is 10, 100, 1000, then it can be written as decimal fraction. Under that first one, if there are more digits in the numerator than zeros in the denominator, then count as many digits from right as the number of zeros and place the decimal point before those digits. For example, first one, 4165 upon 10. Here we have 4 digits in the numerator and 1 zero in the denominator. So now we have to count 1 digit from right as we have 1 zero in the denominator and place the decimal point before 1 digit, that is before 5. So now the answer is 416.5. Likewise, in the second example, there are 2 zeros in the denominator. So the decimal point is placed before 2 digits. Now the answer is 41.65. Similarly, in the third example, there are 3 zeros in the denominator. So the decimal point is placed before 3 digits. So the answer is 4.165. Second one, if there are as many digits in the numerator as zeros in the denominator, place the decimal point before the number in the numerator and a zero in the integers place. For example, first one, 3 upon 10. Here 3 is the numerator and we have 1 zero in the denominator. Now we have to place the decimal point before the number in the numerator. That is, we have to place the decimal point before 3 and a 0 in the integers place. So now we get the answer as 0.3. Likewise, if you look at the second example, 33 upon 100, we have 2 zeros in the denominator and 33 in the numerator. Now we have to place the decimal point before 33 and 0 in the integers place. So we get the answer as 0.33. Similarly, if we solve the third example, we get the answer as 0.333. Now, third one. If there are fewer digits in the numerator than the zeros in the denominator, place zeros before the digits in the numerator to make the total number of digits equal to the number of zeros in the denominator. Place a decimal point before them and a zero in the integers place. For example, first one, 9 upon 100. Here we have one digit in the numerator and two zeros in the denominator. So to make the numerator equal to the number of zeros in the denominator, we have to place one zero before the digit in the numerator. That is, we have to place one zero before 9 in the numerator. Now it has become 09 upon 100. Now place a decimal point before 09 and 0 in the integers place. We get the answer as 0.09. Similarly, if we solve with the second example, we get the answer as 0.009. Now, converting a decimal fraction into common fraction. When converting decimal fractions into common fractions, we write the number we get by ignoring the decimal point in the numerator. In denominator, we write 1 followed by as many zeros as there were decimal places in the given number. For example, 37.5. Here now we write the number ignoring the decimal point. We get 375 as the number in the numerator. Now in the denominator, we have to write 1 followed by 1 0 as there were one decimal place in the given number 37.5. So now the answer is 375 upon 10. Now look at the example 2, 0.06. Here also we have to write the number ignoring the decimal point. So now we get the number as 006 in the numerator. Now in the denominator we have to write 1 followed by 2 zeros as there were two decimal places in the given number 0.06. So now the answer is 006 upon 100. Multiplication of decimal fraction. Under this we have three methods. Let us see one by one. Now for example, 3.7 multiply 8. Let us solve this with method 1. 3.7 multiply by 8. 3.7 can be written as 37 upon 10 and 8 is 8 upon 1. So 37 upon 10 multiply 8 upon 1, we get the answer as 296 upon 10. As we all know, if there is one zero in the denominator, we have to place a decimal point before one number counting from right. So now we get the answer as 29.6. Now let us solve with the second method. Draw the column as shown in the example. Now in the first row you have to put multiplication, then in the second column you have to put 3, and in the third column for 0.7 you can write as 7 upon 10. Now in the second row first column you have to put 8. Now 8 multiply 3 is 24 and 8 multiply 7 upon 10 is 56 upon 10. Now in the answer column we got 24 and 56 upon 10 is 5.6. So when we add 24 plus 5.6, we get the answer as 29.6, which is same as the answer for 3.7 multiply 8. Now we will solve with the third method. Here first multiply ignoring the decimal point. That is, you have to ignore the decimal point in 3.7. So 37 multiply 8, we get the answer as 296. Here 37 is multiplicand, 8 is the multiplier and 296 is the product. Now we have to place the decimal point in the product starting from the unit place, counting the total decimal place in the multiplicand. So the multiplicand is 3.7. So as the decimal point is before one number counting from right, in the product also you have to place the decimal point before one number counting from the right. So answer we get is 29.6. Example, Ashutosh bought 2.4 meter of cloth at the rate of rupees 72.75 per meter. How many rupees will he have to pay? When rate of 1 meter given and we have to find amount of many meters, then the operation required is multiplication. Let us solve this problem under method 1. 72.75 multiplied 2.4 is equals to how much? 72.75 multiplied 2.4 is equals to 7275 upon 100 multiply 24 upon 10, which is equals to 7275 multiply 24 upon 100 multiply 10, which is equals to 1,74,600 upon 1000. As we all know, if there are 3 zeros in the denominator, then we have to place the decimal point before 3 numbers counting from right. So the answer is 174.600, which can be written as 174.6. So Ashutosh will have to pay 174.6 rupees. So now we solve with method 2. We have studied this method earlier. First multiply ignoring the decimal point. Then in the product, starting from the units place, we count as many places as the total decimal places on the multiplicand and multiplier and place the decimal point before them. Now we have to ignore the decimal point from the multiplicand 72.75 and from the multiplier 2.4. We get the number as 7275 and 24. Now multiply 7275 by 24. We get the product as 1,74,600. Now we have to place the decimal point in the product. For that, we need to count the total decimal places on the multiplicand and the multiplier. So in the multiplicand, the decimal point is placed before two numbers counting from right, and in the multiplier, the decimal point is placed before one number counting from right. So now in the product, we have to place the decimal point before three numbers counting from right. So we get the final product as 174.600, which can also be written as 174.6. So Ashutosh will have to pay 174.6 rupees. Division of decimal fraction. To divide a decimal fraction, multiply the decimal fraction by the reciprocal, that is inverse of the divisor. Let's see the examples. First one, 5.8 divided by 2. 5.8 is 58 upon 10 and 2 is 2 upon 1. So 58 upon 10 divided by 2 upon 1. Here 58 upon 10 is a decimal fraction and 2 upon 1 is a divisor. So the reciprocal of the divisor 2 upon 1 is 1 upon 2. So now we multiply 58 upon 10 by the reciprocal 1 upon 2. We get 29 upon 10, which is equals to 2.9. Now let's see the second example. 6.8 divided by 1.7. 6.8 is 68 upon 10. 1.7 is 17 upon 10. So 68 upon 10 divided by 17 upon 10, and the reciprocal of the 17 upon 10 is 10 upon 70. So 68 upon 10 multiply 10 upon 70, we get 68 upon 17. Now divide 68 by 17, we get the answer as 4. So students, here we end with chapter 5. Thank you.